My name is Shaly. I go to the downtown church. I've lived in Des Moines for the last 7 years, and I came down to Des Moines to go to Drake University, and it was just really the sovereign will of the Lord. I grew up with a great family, but not necessarily in a Christian home. A family that went to church, so I grew up going to church, but there was really no reason behind it. I got saved at a young age, accepted Christ for the forgiveness of my sins, and saved me from hell. But didn't really know what it meant to live for the Lord until I was in high school. One of my best friends was a girl who really took me under her wing and taught me about the Lord and taught me about living for the Lord and really practicing what you preach. And she was killed when I was in high school in a car accident, and it just kind of woke me up, shook my faith a lot, shook up all my friends, just kind of questioning what happened with people and where the majority of my friends were going when they died, rather than just hanging out all the time and having fun. And it was a great thing and to happen to me. I know that sounds pretty crass sometimes to people, that somebody dying was a great thing, but really I think it was the Lord's will that she died at such a young age, just to really wake us up, to really teach us about life and death. And so from that point, I remember thinking, she has such a great testimony. I want to tell everyone about her testimony. I want everyone to know about the life she lived and what an impact she made on my life and the lives of so many other people. And then I realized, what about my own testimony? What is going to be said about me someday? What have I done to advance the kingdom of God? What impression have I made on people's lives? And at that point, I just really felt like I didn't have a testimony, and I made the decision right then and there that I wanted to impact people's lives for the kingdom, the way that she had impacted mine, the way that the Lord had used her to impact so many people that I had seen, even who came around after her death. Many, many people were influenced for Christ through her death, and I know that it was a major player in my life. So I came to Drake not knowing why. I wanted to go to a Christian college. I wanted to be surrounded by Christians and be safe, but the Lord had other plans and just really kept prompting me to go to Drake. I had no idea why, but it was really Him. So I came to Drake, and I just kind of messed around for a while. I went to different churches and tried to find my way and try to live my own Christian life on my own, and did Bible study with one of my friends, and just tried to kind of do it on my own. It wasn't really working out so well. Tried to justify a lot of my actions because I felt like I was better than everyone else. I wasn't as bad, I wasn't as sinful, but really I was just a big hypocrite. And I was really challenged by that in college. I started going to Walnut Creek in the downtown church, started out of that many years later, but I started going to Walnut Creek, and they just really challenged me on the life I was living and who I was living for. My junior year in college, God really spoke to me and said, you have had this plan for your life for so many years, and it's all about you. It's all about you getting power and prestige. And yeah, you would fit me in somewhere, but I would be on the side. But I want the center place in your life. I want to be your everything. I want to be the reason that you do the things you do. And kind of rocked my world. My plan went down the drain, and I started from scratch. And it was at that point, I think, that I really started living for the Lord. I'd been saved for a long time, but I had not been living for His kingdom, to see His kingdom advance. And I think that was the main thing. I was surrounded by people who really sought the Lord, that really wanted to see many other people come to know the Lord, and that was a big challenge on my life. And really, that is what changed me and got me to where I am today. Just continually progressing towards that. There's not a lot to it more than that. So.